53-year-old Philippines was raised by her grandparents, so she is passionate about senior care. She plans to raise awareness and build support for constructing more elderly care centers throughout her country. Philippines!
Poland.
Philippines was recently named a Sustainable Development Goals Ambassador and received an award from the UN. This 23-year-old animal lover says that becoming a professional model at the age of 15 has been one of her proudest achievements. Philippines.
Poland.
Growing up in a bicultural family has inspired me to connect, to better understand the unifying thread between all of us. This had led me to 5 continents. I learned the language in just 3 months, and after working with the victims of domestic violence for the past 5 years, I made a mini campaign and documentary called Metamorphosis to empower women through their personal transformation. I've dedicated my whole life to be a servant leader, to not just be an echo, but a voice. Thank you. Madison,
Puerto Rico! Puerto Rico!
It makes me feel powerful when I can look in the mirror and say, I'm proud of you. I know that I can make a change in this world because I know who I am. It all begins within ourselves.
Baby, how you feeling?
I actually come from a multicultural family. My mother is 100% born and raised Puerto Rican, and my father's European. When I moved to New York at 19 years old, I went there alone. I was in a big city. I didn't know anyone, but I was raised to love and respect diversity. And that is why I've created the movement of Se Boricua Se Lleva la Sangre, to inspire other people who are just like me, who don't live in your mother country, to embrace our roots and our cultures, no matter where we end up in the world. I think it's so important that we understand that we do have a place on this earth, and our identity is the essence of our hearts.
Puerto Rico!
Puerto Rico is a professional model who's pursuing a career in marketing and public relations. This impressive 24-year-old has traveled to 5 different continents and has dreamed of becoming Miss Universe since she was a little girl. Puerto Rico!
Puerto Rico!
My dress represents the essence of who I am, my personality. My dress is modern yet classic. I feel like a true queen wearing it.
Puerto Rico! Here's your question. Social media has empowered people to express their beliefs, but sometimes those beliefs are intolerant and dangerous. Should social media platforms respect free speech or regulate what people post?
I most definitely believe that social media can be a positive aspect in our lives. We can share information, knowledge. However, it can be used in the wrong hands and spew negativity and harm many people. So I believe that social media should identify the people who are spewing such negativity and hurting self-esteem on other people to make sure that they're not abusing the system, such as social media. Thank you.
Thank you, Puerto Rico. What is the most important thing we should be teaching young girls today?
There's so many things that I would love to teach young girls if I have the opportunity to be your next Miss Universe, such as in a world where so many people wear masks, it's such a beautiful thing to see an authentic soul. So to embrace your uniqueness, to embrace who you are, because you just don't know who you can inspire just by being you. To celebrate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. To represent Puerto Rico's rich ecosystem, this costume depicts plants and animals found on her island, including a flower and frog. When you're from the Caribbean, feel free to wear an amphibian like Puerto Rico.
I'm doing great. I feel like I brought my whole island de Puerto Rico aquí en Atlanta. Gracias. Wow, this is amazing.
That is. So here's your question. You work with a life coach to prepare for Miss Universe. Did you learn anything valuable, and what could you just tell me for free?
Yeah. I learned many lessons, but one lesson in particular that always resonated with me is that the most revolutionary thing that we can do is just be who we are. And despite our critics, we have to continue dominating our lives with a confident heart and a courageous soul.
Thank you, Puerto Rico. Please welcome back Puerto Rico.
Being on the stage of Miss Universe is not just a dream. I believe that I found my mission. It's a representation of dedication, resilience, and perseverance. I truly believe my mission is to show the world that magic happens when we refuse to give up, because the universe always listens to a stubborn heart. Thank you.
Give it up for our 3 finalists. Okay, Vanessa, Olivia, here we go. What are your final thoughts?
Zozibini Tunzi. I'm 25 years old from Tolo Estuary in the Eastern Cape. Zozibini Tunzi.
Zozibini Tunzi. I am 25 years old and I'm from a village called Isdwadweni Kutsolo in the Eastern Cape. I am currently a working student. I work full-time at Ogilvy in the PR department, and I study at CPUT, completing my BTech in Public Relations Management. When I'm not working, I like to snuggle up with whatever series I'm fascinated with at the moment. When I like to pretend like I'm doing something productive, I will go hiking. The social responsibility project that is the closest to my heart is education, simply because of everything that it has afforded me. It has given me so many opportunities and opened so many doors, and I feel like every South African child deserves to have one. This year, the 61st Miss South Africa will be crowned on the 9th of August, which is Women's Day. And my wish for women is that they understand that they are extremely powerful and that it is their responsibility to take over from where the women of 1956 left off. A woman that inspires me the most outside of my family is Mama Notaimile Gazini. She was a nanny to my little sister and has been doing this job for so many years for so many families. She inspires me the most because she gave up time to be with other families so that she could be able to provide and give opportunities to her children that she never had. Vote for me to be a part of the top 10 and watch the show on the 9th of August from 5 exclusively to Mnet Mzansi Magic.
Good luck. Zozibini, here we go. Your final question is, looking at the current state of our country, if you had the opportunity to be an advisor to the president, what advice would you give that would ensure a better South Africa for all?
I am a firm believer in education. I come from the Eastern Cape, and this is one of the most disadvantaged provinces in the country, and I would really advise that they push on education and that they start at a very young age. Maybe there's nothing much that can be done for elders, but we can do so much more for children. It is the most painful thing to see when children don't have shelters over their head or bridges to get to school or books. Thank you.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, Zozibini! The 61st Miss South Africa title goes to Zozibini Tunzi!
I just really don't believe that this just happened to me. And maybe in the morning it will start sinking in, but it's something that I've been wanting for such a long time. I've been saying that I need to do something purposeful with my life. And this is it. This is where it starts. And I'm so excited with the journey.
I'm so proud of you. I literally don't have words. I felt like that.
Zozibini, we thank God for you. We cannot thank God. I don't know the words that I can use to thank God, but we appreciate that even Sidwadweni appears in the map today because of you.